Hiya! 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 It's no good. No matter how much I try, I can never learn the move warp strike. What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I can get it out! Alright, calm down, calm down. Let me just take a short stroll.
Oh my god, are you serious? He's the next BT.
Huh?
I did a wiki search. Apparently, this person's name is Gilgamesh.
What?
Infamously
Me?
known for sword collecting. Interesting is getting a BT.
Me? Getting a BT? What did you guys say? I'm getting a BT?
How dare you barge in without knocking?
Nocto, leave this to us.
What? Wait! Wait, why are we fighting?
Nocto, let's cut off his head and allow me to cook him.
Huh? What? You maniac!
Sounds like a plan.
Ah! Huh? You look familiar. Oh no, stop this here. No, don't mention your DLC. Nah, you can't be that guy. You're too ugly to look like him. Bruh. Excuse me? You clearly do not know me. You don't know how much I've been through. How many wars I've been in. The amount of hardship I have to endure. The amount of sacrifice I have to make. And the amount of blood, sweat, and... what the fuck?
What are you doing? There goes our food.
Too noisy. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die! Think, Mark!
Huh? Huh? What the fuck? Where am I?
Hey everybody, welcome back and thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. It is that time again where we are going to talk more DFFOO content. So before we proceed, again as usual, big thank you to Leo Bob and Zedekai for the incredibly prompt translation that the both of them has posted in Discord, which I will be reading out from. So without further ado, let's dive into what's to come for July 2021. So if you've seen my terrible intro, then you've probably already know that Gilgamesh is the next upcoming LD and BT unit, which will appear on the next upcoming story chapter, Arc 3, Chapter 6, Part 1. So let's dive in and talk about what Gilgamesh will be getting for his LD. His LD ability name is called... Wait, seriously? His LD name is called I Was Wrong or It's My Fault? Okay, what a fitting name for Gilgamesh. So anyway, his LD is an AoE melee brave plus HP attack and grants himself a buff called Wanderer of the Rifts. Again, a very fitting name for him, and this buff grants him cell stats up and changes his HP attack to either, get a hold of this, to either Royal Sword, Myth-Graven Blade, Apocalypse, or Icebrand. So what is this now? Is Gilgamesh the new Waka? I gotta say, I'm not exactly a big fan of RNG units, except for Seifer. Seifer is great. So we all know that Royal Sword is Onion Knight's weapon, Myth-Graven Blade is Cecil's weapon, Apocalypse is Cloud's, and Icebrand is a weapon that appeared in so many ton of... Anyway, back to topic. So when using Gilgamesh's HP attack after turning either one of the 4 blades, it extends his buff duration by 1 and it is an instant turn range which also doesn't consume turn count. And once used, it reverts back to a normal HP attack and then randomly turns into one of the 4 swords again on the next turn. So let's talk about what you get when using one of the 4 swords. Ice Brand launches target and recovers Brave based on HP damage dealt, similar to Ramza's LD attack except that it doesn't delays the enemies. Apocalypse delays all target, similar to Cloud's LD attack. Royal Sword moves allies' turn after Gilgamesh attack. Myth-Griven Blade heals and overheals the party base on HP damage dealt. Okay, wait. So Gilgamesh can heal now? That's funny. So next up, his BT ability is called Ultimate Illusion, which is an AoE melee Brave plus HP attack. And his BT effect is a stack-based effect which grants party stats up, and stacks increases every time when Gilgamesh makes a move. And this will be Gilgamesh alternate costume, which I gotta say, looks incredibly cool. I think they were kinda going for the FF8 version of Gilgamesh, which looks like this. And yes, Kekfa is the next BT unit alongside with Gilgamesh. Also, do take note that both Kekfa and Gilgamesh will be getting reworks. Wow, we have two clowns, BT plus, competing against each other? Okay, sorry, that was a joke. Next up, new character for July, and that person name is Leila from FF2, and she will be dropping on the Arc 3 Chapter 6 Part 2. So she is a dagger type user and will be a yellow crystal color unit. Okay, I played FF2 once and I honestly don't exactly remember her existence. Well, FF2 fans, I'm happy that you guys got another new unit to look forward to. Okay, next up, we have Yuri's and Ram's Intertwined Wheel event, which means they are both getting their LD during their event. But unfortunately, we don't have any info on Ram's LD yet, so let's talk about what Yuri will be getting for his LD first. His LD ability is called Magic Pile Altiga, which is an AoE Magic Brave plus AoE HP attack, and he grants himself a buff called Crystal's Memories. And this buff gives Yuri self-stats up when landing a hit, inflicts one stack of Ring Lock debuff to target, which is a new debuff from his LD. And if Ring Lock is already active, it increases stack instead. When an enemy has Ring Lock on them, it turns Yuri's Brave attack to Magic Pile Holiga. So Ring Lock is a stack-based debuff that has Defend Down, which doesn't increase based on stack. Upon being dispelled, it triggers a follow-up AoE Holy Magic Brave plus AoE HP attack. If the stack count upon being dispelled is above max stacks, increase total Brave damage and number of HP attacks for the follow-up attack. And lastly, Magic Pile Holy Guard increases Ring Lock stack by 1 and dispels Ring Lock, and allows Ring Lock to go above its max stacks. Okay, wait, what the f is going on with Yuri's kit? For the first time, I have no idea on what the heck I'm reading. Is his debuff going to be similar to Ace LD debuff? Okay, sorry, I'm so confused. So I guess we'll have to wait for more info on Yuri's kit on the day his Intertwined Wheel events drop. And lastly, Yuri is also getting a rework during his Intertwined Wheel event. And how do we know that? Because that is what we will be covering next. Alright, final news of the day. The most exciting part of every month's report, since this is where most of the time is also heavily implied that said unit will also be getting a LD. So let's go through the list and brace yourself. July has a really long list of units getting rework. Guy, Rosa, Gilgamesh and Kekfa will be getting a rework in the 30th of June. Yes, Guy is finally getting a rework. Finally a legit Earth Enchanter for Lufania Plus content. Yuri is also getting a rework, which, thank goodness. Quistis is also getting another rework on the same date as Yuri, which means her LD should be rerunning on Yuri's Intertwined Wheel event. Wow, it's only been like 4 months ever since Quistis' LD debuted, so this will most probably a minor LD bot rework. We'll see. New BT character getting a rework and a returning BT character getting a rework. Nice. Cyan is getting a rework as well. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Seifer is also getting a rework, which he has already gotten one not too long ago during Kurasami's last chapter. Interesting. Ram is also getting a rework during her Intertwined Wheel event. Pretty excited to see what kind of a rework she's getting, since both her skill 1 and skill 2 is a non-HP attack skill. Well, looking forward to what the devs has in store for us. A campaign unit is getting a rework, not sure who that will be. Kai's is also getting a rework. Yes, finally. Hopefully Cloud's BT Plus will be arriving soon as well, since it's been a long while since I last used Wax Ally on any Lufania content. 2 returning BT units are getting rework on the mid of July. And finally, Fang is getting a rework, which means yes, her LD is finally arriving after so long. And one last bit of an update from our producer. All Heretic events, aka Everyone's Meta Challenge, aka Beatback Challenge event, will now be compressed into normal and hard mode, which means that instead of the easy, normal and hard mode, now it's only normal and hard mode, which I guess makes sense since almost every unit in DFFOO now are jokingly strong, which makes the easy mode pretty redundant. But hopefully this doesn't mean less reward, which I highly doubt so. So that will be it. What do you guys think of July's content? I personally am still undecided if I will be greening Kekfa's BT, and I most probably won't be going for Gilgamesh since I really have no attachment to this character and not a big fan of RNG. Sorry Gilgamesh's fans. What about you guys? What are your poo plans for July? I know that a lot of players are very excited about Ram's rework and her potential LD. And also, Cyan and Fang, these 2 meme characters getting reworked in the same month? Oh boy, July is gonna be pretty interesting, right? For me, I'm pretty excited that Kai's is getting a rework. So that will be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy watching this, and until the next video, stay safe and good luck to everyone's pool. Bye bye!